Yo, what's up? I'm finally back. I've been away for quite a long time because I've been playing Played Up and Overwatch with my friends. I didn't even have time to test out the new espers, but I did see their skills. And Kidu is really good, but only if you have him at high resonance. So I'm probably gonna skip him unless I get really lucky and pull like 2 copies of him from this summon session. He's another bruiser that if you don't have him at high resonance, he's not really gonna be that good, because you want him to outlast every single one of the enemies, just like Ginny, just like how high it was. If he's low resonance, he's not going to do damage, he's not going to tank well. He is a HP scaler unit, so yeah, you do need him to be at high resonance at least like R3 and D6 or something like that, or R5 and D6. So if you're only planning to R0 him, just completely skip him, because he's not really going to be that good. I will summon for the new Shimmer Legend as well. I have enough for his guaranteed copy. The new Shimmer Legend is extremely good to counter Mavis, and also I think he also counters Daji as well, because R2 Daji, when you get the enemies to below 20% HP, the enemies cannot get any of the allies buff or even heal, or pretty much any effects that the ally can provide. I have a few summons to do. Hopefully I can pull like multiple legendary espers. I need a bunch of wish stones because I do plan on R6ing Jinchu. I will wait and see if I really want to R6 him, because again, the new esper, okay, there we go, we broke PT by like 3. The new esper Enkidu might just hard counter Jinchu R6, because every single time Jinchu gets a shield, he will remove it and also cast his nuke, right? I think it's like 18% of his max HP. That's a pretty strong nuke for something that happens very... okay, it's a Elaine. Pretty strong nuke for something that happens very regularly against a Jinchu. And also, I think when he gets to like max stacks of Zest, he will also spam his S3 as well. But he needs like 10 stacks of Zest, if I'm not mistaken. And he only gains like 1 stack when enemies gains 1 shield. So far my luck is pretty garbage. I'm also gonna do some Divinate summons after I pull the new Shimmer Legend. The new Shimmer Legend has a very boring Divinate. I think his like Divinate is like giving 5%, 10% and 15% crit damage, which is kind of trash. It's pretty much just stats. There's really no effect on his Divinate. But the new Shimmer Net 5 does really depend on his stats, because you want him to have as high of a HP as possible so that he has more damage reduction. I think every 1000 more HP, he will be immune to all of the effects of the enemies, which is extremely strong. So you want every single stats possible on him. Damn, pretty garbage luck. I got 1 legendary and it's a Elaine. Damn, okay, this is a Divinate. Ophelia's Divinate, okay. I'm kinda out of Nexus crystals. Alright, let me scrape 5 gold records somewhere. Oh look, they did something really good. If you go to this top left icon right here, you can just click on the esper and it'll bring you to that esper now. That's really good. Oh, they did another change. Look at this. Complete the stage with Narmer and then put Narmer's icon. Alright, I got the gold records. Let's do the elementals first. Please, give me like a good legendary esper. If I get Sakura, Liam, that would be nice. Or even the new esper, because again, the first copy is what you want to get. And then if you want to get dupes, you get the dupes through wish stones. Please, Shimmer Knight 5. Never mind. Okay, new esper, Enkidu, please. Or Sakura or Liam. Oh my god, bro. This guy is R11 or R12 at this point. That's more wish stones for me. I think I have like almost 460 right now. Yeah, I have 460 wish stones. Now let's do the Shimmer summons. Put this guy as rate up. And boom, let's go. I have enough for his guaranteed because I saved my records. I did spend like I think 40 summons just to get Wuyu's resonance, but I didn't pull her, so I just stopped there. I think I might go for this guy's R1 or just stop at R0, because I think right now Lilith is trying to push out as many Shimmer Legends as possible, so it might be wise to just save your records for future units instead of going for resonance, because again they reduced the PT to 100 this time, or not really reduced, right? They removed the 50-50, so I think what they might do is increase the Shimmer release rate. So you always want to be prepared for the next Shimmer release. Getting pretty garbage luck. Had to hit pity for the Shimmer summons as well. Come on, at least give me like 2 Shimmer Legend on the PT. I want to hear his summon lines. Pretty cool. Alright, I have, I think, 70 more summons. No, only, what is that? I only have 30 more summons. I think I'll just use it all on this guy. His R1 is pretty good. Oh my god! Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'll stop right there. His R1 is already good enough because it reduces his cooldown by 1 on his passive, which is what this guy is about, right? His passive is what you want to be spamming when the enemies get to, I think, below 30% HP or 50%. He goes into that something mode. What's it called again? I forgot what it's called. And that's when he starts pursuing like crazy. How many summons was that? I think I was at 57 summons. So I did 60 summons? 60 summons for 2 copies of him. That's crazy, bruh. Oh man. Alright, we'll stop right there. Let's go and summon for his Divinate. I have so many units to build. My Tolan has no Divinate. Look at this. Where is he? There. Because I have too many units that requires Divinate. So, yeah. Yeah, his Divinate is really boring. It's just crit damage plus 15% in combat. But it's pretty much, you just want his Divinate for his stats alone. Because this guy is pretty stat heavy. Insane luck on the Shimmer pulls, but Go Records is pretty garbage. It's fine. What matters is the Shimmer luck. Nice! We also broke PT as well, I think. Give me a double right here. Okay, it's only 1. Please, give me at least 1 more Divinate. Please. No. Again, both of these Espers are not PvE at all. They are strictly PvP. And Kidu is pretty much useless in PvE. And the new Esper as well is pretty much useless in PvE. You will only use them in PvP. But Dislyte at this point is more focused on PvP than in PvE. Because we have the guild versus guild that gives a lot of rewards. And then we also have Knockout, which is also giving a ton of rewards. We have Beatbout giving you daily Nexus Crystals. We have Point War, which gives you weekly Nexus Crystals. And then we also have well, that's about it, right? Yeah. And then in PvE we only have Falsetto Fantasy, which is pretty much the only PvE content that gives you rewards based on leaderboard ranking. Because Ultimate Spire doesn't really count. I mean, it does count, but people don't really care anymore. You don't really use your own relics that much, so Ultimate Spire ranking rewards are pretty much negligible at this point. Look at this. Insanity. Fearsome Fury cooldown minus 1 turn. So now it's on a 3 turn cooldown. Yeah, it's on a 3 turn cooldown and he enters this mode. What's Irascible mode? For 2 turns. He clears all of his debuffs and also recovers HP. This mode is kind of like Zhang Juli's Berserk mode, where when he attacks, he gains HP. But the only difference is that this guy doesn't gain a shield and he's not immune to debuffs. Unless he is above the enemy's HP, right? So, yeah, you want him to be at high HP as possible. Okay, his S1 is maxed out. His S3 is not maxed out though. Level 60. Let's go. I need one more level up on him, skill ups on him to max out his S3. See here, yep, one more skill ups. Divinate level 10. You can probably hear rain sounds in the background. There we go, ASMR for you. Oh, I forgot to see his ascension as well. He gains crit damage, attack and HP, which is not bad. This guy does require a little bit of speed, but not that much because he does have a inbuilt counter chance when he enters the irascible mode. I think it's like a 20% or a 35, let me see, a 25% chance to counter attack. So when he enters this irascible mode, he gains attack and crit damage and counter attack chance by 25%, dealing damage regardless of HP, healing is equals to 100% of the damage dealt. After casting an ability, the carrier performs 2 pursuit attack that deals crit damage. Damage per hit is equals to 15% of target's max HP, up to 30% of the carrier's max HP. So this is also the reason why you want him to have as much HP as possible, because it does scale on his HP as well, and inflicts stun for 1 turn. Can't be resisted, won't miss. So yeah, this guy's kit is basically revolving around his passive alone. His S3 does pretty much the same thing as his S1, which is dealing more damage the lower the enemy's HP, and pretty much nothing else. I'll update the Shimmer tier list once I've used this guy enough, just to make sure that this guy is worth it to summon. But he is countering a lot of the meta, like Daji, like Mavis especially. That's gonna be really good, because his passive is unlike Tever, whereas Tever you need to kill off the enemy, right? So let's go over Tever real quick. Wait, am I tripping, or is Tever's passive that when he kills the enemy, they cannot be revived? It's not in his passive. Oh, it's down here. Okay, never mind. This one gains 1 necrostance for 1 stun at the start of combat, and upon killing a target, enemies killed by Tever cannot be revived. This part of the passive is only applicable when he kills the enemies, right? His passive doesn't care about that. His passive specifically states that whenever the enemies drop to 20% HP, they cannot receive any of the LS buffs. So it doesn't matter if he drops the enemies to 20% HP, as long as the enemies are below 20% HP, his passive should work. So this is a much better passive. It allows for your allies to drop the enemies to 20% HP, and that could also work. So yeah, and also we did get Elaine to R3, oh sorry, R4, which is completely garbage. Yeah, all of her resonance are pretty trash. But yeah, that's about it. Next video, I'm gonna be testing out the new Shimmer Nat 5 to see how OP is gonna be. Ciao.